Hey guys, Ed over here at FICM Repair. So, this is a great question I really haven't spent the time to discuss in depth. And that is, do you really need something like an Edge Insight CTS3, or if you already have a device, like for example an SCTX4, is that good enough? So here's the convo, right? The SCTX4 only supports the monitoring of 8 things concurrently. The CTS3 supports 16. It matters. If you subscribe to me here on this platform on your phone, watch my pinned videos, and specifically the one with an Edge Insight CTS3 in the background, and it rattles off 16 things that you really should be monitoring concurrently. And so it's like, well, okay, so if you're supposed to be monitoring 16 things and the device doesn't support the monitoring of 16 things, well, what do you think's going to happen? You're not going to be monitoring 8 things that you probably should be monitoring. So we've got that. In addition to that, there's a capabilities conversation. The SCT natively only supports the addition of monitoring an exhaust gas temperature probe. Yes, there's some fun facts, some fun things you can do to get it to play nice with others and monitor fuel pressure, but that's as far as it gets. So compare that with the Edge Insight CTS3 that can go ahead and support any analog device monitoring. So if if you have a desire to monitor, for example, low pressure oil pressure, or you have a desire to monitor coolant pressure, or you have a desire to go ahead and add a turbo timer, on top of course, EGTs and fuel pressure, the Edge Insight CTS3 does all of that. But I will tell you, probably the most important to me thing isn't any of that. It's audible alerting. So I had to sell an engine to a guy, and that's how I feel about it. I had to. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I had to sell a guy an engine just the other week. As a result, he's a Colorado customer, and what happened for him, to him, with him, sadly, is he was driving, towing his 10, 12,000 pound trailer, whatever it was. I forget. I slept since then. Through the mountains of Colorado, and when I visit mountains of Colorado, I know I'm looking outside the window. It's freaking gorgeous there. I live in Iowa. It's very flat here. Colorado is beautiful. But at any rate, so he was enjoying the beautiful scenery that God gave him to look at, and because it was just it's old hat, but it never gets old. How can it? I mean, how do you ever get tired of that scenery? It's just gorgeous there. But at any rate, his motor started running rough, and he looked down and he was north of 250-degree oil. And so it's like, oh my goodness. And so now we've got a different problem, right? And so what ended up happening is it ended up costing him an engine. And he had his SCT. In that case, it was a live wire TS, but same difference, right? It did not support audible alerting. And as a result of that, it cost him an engine. That's a bad day. So I don't mean to be a fear monger. I don't live in fear. I just don't spend any time there. I don't think anyone should. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good for your soul. But certainly it is the case that we know that there are better solutions out there. And if there's a better solution out there and you can swing the dollars to make that happen, I'm here to tell you it would be in your best interest to go ahead and do that. Now, is this to say that you have to? Absolutely not. But would you be better off if you did? Yeah, you would. And if you're deciding, man, SCTX4 or Insight CTS3, recognize that Insight did indeed just come out with the Insight Plus, which offers programming support now as well. So we can hook you up with an Edge Insight CTS3. We can hook you up with an Edge Insight Plus out of the gate. Now it's a programmer. If you already have the CTS3 and you want to upgrade it to a programmer, just go to Edge's website, spend a couple of nickels. I think somebody said it was $70 now to go ahead and get that done, and then holler back at us and we can hook you with some custom tunes for that. So I hope this answers your question. We've covered a couple of different angles, but if there's a particular comment that you'd like to delve into further, please drop us a note. Let us know. We're happy to hook you up. Okay? FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Appreciate you guys. Take care.